I spent $175 on this bag of mystery gemstones from an antique store, and today we're going to be using the Presidium Gem Tester II to test to see what kind of stones these are. This gem tester came in a box like this. I purchased it on Amazon. There's a link below in the description for you, and it came with instructions. My name is Pauline, and I'm a treasure hunter. Every week, we get together for a date, and we do some jewelry jar unboxing videos together, where we treasure hunt for gold, silver, costume jewelry, name brand jewelry. We never know what we're going to find, and today is no exception. Look at that, guys. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is a beginner lesson on how to use the Presidium 2 Gem Tester. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm no expert, but we all have to start somewhere, right? The machine is already calibrated. The setup is so simple with the Presidium. The first time out of the box, you will have to poke a pin inside of it to calibrate it, follow the instructions, follow the lights. Very simple, but I've already done it so that we can just get into this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide these gems by color to make it easier, and we're going to go one color at a time. I didn't sort this pile right here, but I went with some of the paler ones, some of the greens, some of the yellowy browns, to more smoky browns, to light blue, red, purple, and darker blue. So this is not sorted. And before we get into testing those gemstones, let's take a moment to talk about diamonds, moissanite, cubic zirconia, Austrian crystals, jadeite, and marbles. What? A lot of us want a gem tester just to tell the difference between glass and colored glass and actual stones. So look at this. This here is a brooch. It's by Juliana Company. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is Austrian crystal. So what's going to happen? You're supposed to use a gem tester kind of not straight up and down like this, but to a 90-degree angle and no grease on the stones. So our Austrian crystal is testing as glass. So that's what glass would look like right down here on this red line. Diamonds would be over here. Now this one here, if you touch the gold or any metal, it's going to make a sound. So what do we have? Do you see the line right over to the right? We have a diamond there. I know they're diamonds. This was sold to me as cubic zirconia. Look at that shine. Oh my. Cubic zirconia, according to me, will ping slightly at the higher range of glass and a little higher, to give you an idea. When you have a bag of stones that you want to test, get yourself a black light. They say that about 30% of diamonds will glow under UV light, so that's one way to test it. However, some diamonds will not glow or fluoresce, and the same is true with moissanite. But if something glows, get excited. And did you know that some marbles actually fluoresce under UV light also, just like some diamonds and moissanite? Well, why is that? Well, both fluoresce because UV light excites tiny impurities or defects in their crystal structures. When those energized electrons drop back to normal, they release visible light. In diamonds, it's often nitrogen. In some marbles, minerals like calcite with trace elements also do the same thing. See the cubic zirconia? It's just picking up on the color, but it's not glowing. And the Juliana brooch, same thing. It's just picking up on the color in the flashlight, but it's not glowing. So you can use that. And some people ask, can the gemstone tester detect uncut stones? Yes. This guy here is aquamarine. It was sold to me as aquamarine. It is coming up a little bit higher than aquamarine, but it's pretty obvious it is aquamarine. Big stone. And then we have this beauty here. This is Czech, beautiful brooch, filigree, and it's pinging in as glass, cut glass. Yes, Austrian crystal, once again. Like the Juliana brooch, which is white, the blue doesn't seem to matter. It's crystal. It's pinging as glass, the way we'd want it to. And I found this sterling silver bracelet in a mystery jar of jewelry from a thrift store. And it's 925 sterling silver. And it's pinging in the jadeite line. Just to zoom in here. We're looking for these little black lines here. The words stretch past. So that could be confusing if you're just buying the tester and you feel overwhelmed. Well, you're not alone. We all go through it. So down here, we have quartz, amethyst, citrine. The next line up, right here, we have chrysoprase, emerald, and nephrite. And then we have tanzanite and aqua, garnet, tourmaline, and iolite. Right up here, jadeite, spino. Then we have topaz, ruby, sapphire. Over here we have our diamond, moissanite. So it's not going to tell you if it's diamond or if it's moissanite. Just remember that. I had really good luck with AI. I went on Gemini and I made myself a collection of gemstone pictures. I'm going to reference that every once in a while because some of these, for example, ruby, sapphire. Sapphires can be like multiple different colors. When I think sapphire, I think white or blue, but they come in different colors. So it could get confusing if you see like, okay, ruby, but the stone's a different color than red or blue. And that's where we have to do a little bit of research. Same with quartz. Quartz can be multiple colors. So you got to know. So that's where the detective work comes in. I'm going to tell you, it gets hard right here. All of us, we go through the same thing. It seems like the first stone we pick out hits this line, this line, this line, and this line. And we just get frustrated and put it down. But no, don't. Like I said, pull up on your computer, different colors of stones. What you do, you go on Gemini and you say, make me an image of gemstones that run in the quartz, amethyst, and citrine color scale. And you'll have a photograph so that you can kind of look at if you haven't memorized all the colors yet for each stone. So that's a hack, that's a trick that I'm going to use when I test stones, okay, to make it easier. Now let's test some of those gemstones in the mystery bag. Ideally, I would have something to hold the stone. It'd be a little plate, the stone would go in it, but I don't have it. Now, I don't want to warm up the stone with my hands, so I'm going to do this kind of quick. So we are pinging at quartz, amethyst, citrine. It's also hitting the jadeite, spino, and it's kind of a pale yellow. So I'm thinking more in the quartz to citrine family. So I'm going to call this one citrine. Oh gosh, look at this one. Okay, let's try it. Nice pale green. So we are pinging in the chrysoprase, emerald, nephrite, also quartz, amethyst, citrine. Also tanzanite, aqua. What? I think we're going to rule that out. And it's also pinging off of the tourmaline line, which could mean peridot. And with the help of AI, I went online and I asked if peridot was part of the quartz family or the tourmaline family or the aqua family. And they said tourmaline. So this is a little harder to figure out. Let's try a darker brown. So we don't want to go completely straight up. We want to go kind of 90-degree angle. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Okay, I know it's not green. It's not running in the blues. And I have a sneaky feeling that it's a smoky quartz, which would be way down at the bottom. And if you see the bottom, it's right in the center of that one. But by color, we try to weed it out. What if we call it a smoky quartz? Oh, look at this one, guys. So this one here is running very slightly topaz. And what do we have? And it's hitting in the aqua. The tanzanite aqua. It's also hitting in the quartz, amethyst, citrine. I'm quite tempted to call this one aquamarine. What about you? Look how big it is too. What a gorgeous stone. Oh, this is fun, guys. I'm telling you, we're having some fun today. Get yourself a gem tester, get some gems and start testing. It'll set you back a couple $100 probably, but it's such a fun hobby. It could pay for itself pretty quick. What do you say we try a redstone next? Here we go. They're small. They're small. It's hard for me to show you guys, but okay, let's do this. Redstone. There we go. Garnet, tourmaline, iolite. Okay, let's go with garnet on this one. So a lot of the colors, like the reds, are, I would say, probably one of the easier ones to identify. And here we go. Hard to see. Pretty red. How about something purple? Yes. Bang. Quartz, amethyst, citrine. Also pinging on the emerald line. The aquamarine. We know it's not aquamarine. I'm going to call you an amethyst. Again, why? It's purple. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. What a little beauty. Tiny. Well, it's a bigger one. It's not too tiny, but... Okay, this one here is obviously blue. Kind of more solid. Opaque. It's not transparent. Whoops. Look at all those facets on it. Oh gosh, and it's a big one too. Easy to hold. Okay, get right into that. Whoa. Okay. Pinging strong at the garnet, tourmaline, iolite, tanzanite, aqua. I'm thinking tanzanite or iolite. So what color do we have here? Is it running more purple or more blue? Tanzanite would be more purple, iolite more blue. I'm seeing it as more blue. Okay, let's try one of these light color blue gemstones. Whoa, topaz. So not aquamarine, topaz. Topaz. So this one here, aquamarine, topaz. But you see how close they are? You see, so some people will insult the gem tester. I get it. But I'm not here to do that. I'm giving it a chance, and I like it, to be honest. Okay, what color is this? I'm having trouble seeing it. It looks dark blue. Okay, so tanzanite, aqua, iolite. But it does have a little bit of purple. See, I'm stumped on this one. I'll be honest, I'm stumped. So it's not pinging in the amethyst. I'm thinking tanzanite or ionite, but I can see through this one. What do you think? Now I'm seeing some purple. I'm seeing more purple than blue. It's definitely more purple. And it's not amethyst. What if we call it tanzanite? Wrong or right? What do you think, guys? Let me know. Oh, we're having a lot of fun here today. Let's try another redstone. Okay, here's a nice bright red one. Probably a garnet. Call you a garnet, okay. Another red one. Again, same thing. A little red guy. Garnet again. Darn it, only garnets. I want to see a ruby. Are you white? Oh, maybe a diamond. Haha. Whoa. Yeah. Topaz. Okay, maybe topaz, but it could be white sapphire. What do you think? So if you love treasure hunting, having fun, relaxing, and just unwinding from the craziness of life, consider subscribing to Diary of a Thrifter.